Hello, my name is Mistina, and today I'd like to invite you to explore Los Cameros, a cheese of tradition, authenticity, and legacy. In the heart of the Spanish wine country in the La Rioja region of Spain, a unique and special cheese is being made. Continuing the family's traditions and legacy, the Martinez family has been making Los Cameros cheese since 1961. When they first learned how to produce cheese, they mainly made cheeses for their own family consumption. Now, they run a cheesery according to their family values and way of life. The cheesery produces different varieties of Los Cameros cheese, depending on animal milk type. The Martinez family uses their own trucks to travel around the area, collecting high-quality cow, goat, and sheep milk from local farms and make their cheese using traditional methods. The La Rioja region of Spain has a rich terroir for cheese making. The climate is mainly continental, with average temperatures ranging between 53 and 89 degrees Fahrenheit, and precipitation ranging between 12 to 24 inches annually. These conditions are ideal for many trees and plants such as oaks, pines, thyme, rosemary, juniper, olives, grapes, and almonds. The grand hillsides provide fine pasture land for cattle, sheep, and goats. The pasture grasses and local plants to which the livestock feed influences the milk and final cheese's aroma and taste. There is not a significant difference in seasonal milk production and taste, since there is not a significant change in climate conditions throughout the year. To bring the wonderful flavors of the unique Spanish region to the dining tables of thousands, Los Cameros cheese is processed, packaged in boxes with the natural rind exposed and the top of the wheel labeled, and shipped via Forever Cheese Incorporated. Forever Cheese imports Los Cameros from Spain and distributes it to cheese shops and supermarkets around the world. This popular cheese is sold in the Sweet Freedom Cheese Shop in Bentonville, Arkansas, where I purchased it. The Los Cameros cheese wheel had a quarter cut to display the inside of the cheese in the store's cheese display case. It was labeled with a little sign informing of cheese name, country of origin, milk type with the clip art of each animal, age, price per half pound, and 4 single-word descriptors of the cheese. Belonging to the European protected PDO of Queso Camarano, this award-winning cheese has won the World Cheese Award Gold Level, Los Angeles International Dairy Competition Award Gold Level, Global Cheese Award Gold Level, and the World Championship Cheese Contest Award. Some of these awards are stamped on the label of the Los Cameros cheese. The customer can easily see the superb quality of the cheese just by reviewing the label. After purchasing the cheese, I performed an initial sensory evaluation of it. It is cured blended cheese made with a mix of pasteurized cow, sheep, and goat milk. The Martinez family also follows tradition in using natural sheep rennet for coagulation. The cheese is so unique that it does not really fit in any general cheese category unless it is categorized with other semi-hard cheeses. Los Cameros has a natural rind on which mold is allowed to grow, and it is rubbed with olive oil at least 2 to 3 times during the curing process. This rind development, along with the cheese being aged at least 6 months in traditional Spanish maturation chambers, develops its characteristic flavor. Breathing in the aromas of Los Cameros, it smells like plants, nuts, and an overall natural odor. I can tell this aroma is caused by the La Rioja terroir in the curing process. The dairy odor is also noticeable, most likely because it has all 3 dairy milks. The texture is hard and granular and not very pliant. There are small holes throughout the cheese. Having a longer aging process, it has a wonderful, rich, sharp, buttery flavor that is slightly nutty and reminds me of extra sharp cheddar. If I hold the paste in my mouth for a long time, it changes the initial flavor to a slight sweetness and changes it to a melty texture. The rind has a completely different taste of peanuts, and the texture is grainy and unpleasant. Due to the strong flavor of the cheese, I paired it with a sweet red table wine. It tones down the sharpness of the cheese and brings out the great flavor of the wine. I recommend pairing the paste part of the cheese with sweet red wines like Pinot Noir and the rind of the cheese with a fuller, bolder red wine like a Merlot to complement the flavors. With this type of sharp cheese, it also pairs nicely with fruit on a cheese board. The fruit will add sweetness to the nutty, buttery flavor of the cheese. To bring out the lactic and fruity flavors of the cheese, pair the subtle interior paste with honey or sweet fruits like strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries. To balance the vegetal and animal tones of the cheese, pair the rind with tart fruits like apples, blackberries, and grapes. These pairings will give the perfect balance of bitter, salty, and sweet. To tie Los Cameros with a traditional Spanish pairing and theme, pair it with La Rioja cured meats, the Spanish Dulce de Membrillo quince paste, and the La Rioja red wines like Tempranillo, Grenache, Graciano, and Mesuelo. Los Cameros can be used in making tapas, a Spanish appetizer. Tapas are made in a variety of ways that often include ingredients like bread, seafood, olives, cheese, spices, and peppers. Spanish cheeses, like Los Cameros, are often key ingredients in tapas appetizers. Los Cameros can also be used in non-Spanish themed cooking in everyday meals. Any recipe that calls for a semi-hard, sharp cheese, whether it's shredded, melted, or whole, Los Cameros with its rich flavor would be a wonderful cheese to add. Los Cameros was an unexpected discovery and sensory pleasure for me. I encourage you to try to find it in your local cheese shop or supermarket so you can try it for yourself. This unique cheese with its flavor, aroma, texture, and terroir is steeped in authenticity while embodying the traditions of the family that created it.